Hey everyone, welcome back to the RedBeard Outdoors podcast. Today being Monday, we're going to do another gear review for you, just quick here on the Kestrel Glassing system. I had this sent out to me, I don't know, 2 months ago or so, and I've just been implementing it and seeing how I would like to have it in my system and using it on a regular basis. And I actually really enjoyed it, so I'm excited to bring this one to you guys. The guy over at Kestrel, this is a brainchild. He was just trying to find. I love finding people that have found an error or something in the market that they feel like is missing, and they go in and they do everything that they can to find a solution. They don't just sit back and complain about it. So it's awesome to have this sent out, and I really appreciate it. And I've just been using it and loving the application that it holds. So if you guys are looking for something that is lightweight, this thing is 6 ounces, I believe. I know the specs are all listed on the site. It packs down really small, like almost like a tent pole, is what it's similar to. It's got the stretchy cord right there, and it'll fold up on itself. Okay, now this is really cool. So you just fold it out, tightens itself down, and you've got the system. So there's the foot down here, and then it comes down to the wing. And I'll talk about this here in a minute, the disconnect system and how that works. Here you've got a little knob that you can loosen, so you can make this up or down based on your sitting height. And this is for sitting. It's not tall enough for you to be able to stand with. There's some things coming out here in the near future that you'll be able to have a standing setup using these the adapters that he has here. But basically, the way that I use this system is in addition to a tripod. So a lot of the time when you're using binoculars, you're going to be sitting and glassing if you're going to be glassing for a long period of time. Tripods are great. They're sturdy. They'll hold them, hold your binoculars or spotting scope really still for a certain amount of time. But if you're glassing for an extended amount of time, sometimes you can get a little tight in your neck, your upper back from, having to adjust to the particular spot that your tripod is set up on. The way this system is, and really, again, it doesn't really add much weight at all to your pack, being 6 ounces, is this is for sitting and glassing, and there's a quick disconnect system. But basically, before we get into that, it's a monopod, so it maneuvers to your sitting position. So if you're wanting to sit back a little bit more reclined, it can do that. If you want to sit upright, it can do that. And again, you can adjust the height here based on your sitting height, or if you're at a different angle based on the slope you're on, etc. There's so many variations to where you can be glassing from. It's a heck of a lot better than your elbows on your legs or just holding up your binoculars on your own. That's for sure. But the way I've got this set up and the way I use it is I have my spotting scope on a tripod, and I'll have this in my pack again because it weighs basically nothing. And when I want to break out my binoculars, and maybe I'm sitting, then I use this. Okay. Now the way I use that, and I'll show you here in a second. It's a pretty sweet little system. And just a quick show here. I'm using the Game Changer binocular harness and bundle here. It's pretty cool. I like it, and I'll give you guys a review on that in the future here. But getting my binoculars out. I've had a couple people ask me that, but I don't use the little straps to attach to my bino harness because I want to be able to pull them out and use my binoculars however I want. So there's a little knob for the vortex and any binoculars that have basically the dial in the back here. I know, for example, Leupold and a couple of other, I think Bushnell, Leupold, and I can't remember all the other glassing or companies that have there's like a dial up here that it would attach to. There's a different system to be able to use the Kestrel system and attach your binos for it. But any of the ones like Vortex that have it back here, where you have a big gap between your objective lens, and your dial. You get this little quick disconnect knob that just, so you've got this little quick disconnect screw in piece here that's got the point over here, and on your binoculars you have screw in point there. Let me do this on camera here. Just a couple turns and it's in, so you just do it till it's snug. That's what it looks like. Alright, get to your glassing spot, you get this set up to the right height that you want, and there's a little hole there that the quick disconnect just slides right into, and then it locks in. I don't know if you heard that click or not. It locks in, keeps the binoculars pretty mobile for you, so you can turn them, tilt them however you need, and you're good to go. That's the system, guys. It's pretty sweet. And what I like about it too, honestly, is that it's not a lot of weight. So it just adds to your glassing capabilities, being able to put this on a monopod that you're able to, again, maneuver however you want, so you don't get glassing fatigue in your neck or your upper back sitting there for an extended amount of time. It's just super simple system, lightweight. There's even people, now I haven't tried this, I haven't been rifle hunting in a long time, but you can even use this little half moon looking thing here. People have used this for shotgun or rifle just as a rest, to be able to, sometimes you're in a spot where you have to choose a good tree branch or shoot off your knee, self-supported kind of thing. This gives you a little bit more of a rest if you're wanting to shoot your rifle off of it. Obviously, it's not as sturdy as a tripod or anything like that, but it's a good little monopod that you can use to be able to shoot off of as well. So, guys, definitely need to check this out. It's worth your money for sure, 100%. I'd highly recommend this to anyone if you're looking to add to your glassing system. If you are running a tripod and a spotter and binoculars, definitely a great addition. Again, doesn't weigh hardly anything and adds a lot of capability to your system. If you do want to just get started with it without purchasing this, which I don't know why you wouldn't want this, but you can get this in a bundle with their tripod adapter. So if I'm wanting to run this monopod and a tripod for binos, or I've got a tripod because I'm using my spotter, this right here comes pre-made for Arca Swiss, which a lot, if not every single major glassing company is going to. It'll fit right in. You don't need any bases, anything. This thing, again, weighs nothing, which is great. And it fits with the quick disconnect system right there. Boom. So, on and off, real quick and simple. This thing doesn't come loose at all on your binoculars. That way, you can just move this from your monopod to your tripod. Super easy with that quick disconnect system. I'm loving it. And talking with the creator, and basically he's a one-man show right now, which is insane to me. But he's doing amazing work. You definitely go check out Kestrel, guys, if you're wanting to improve your glassing system. Test it out. He's coming out with some pretty awesome things here in the near future, getting some field testing done. I'm really excited about it. Things that basically will just work with a system that you're already using. So that's kind of his goal, is to keep things as lightweight as possible and as mobile as possible and as quick, hence the quick disconnect, as possible. There's many options that he's got, so even if you don't have Vortex glass, then definitely go check out his other options for different optics. There's not anything for spotting scopes at the time, because obviously you don't put a spotting scope on a monopod. But as far as binoculars go, if you're only into binoculars or you run binoculars with a spotting scope, definitely go check out Kestrel Systems, Kestrel Glassing Systems. I will leave their link down below. I don't really have any other comments on it, guys. I didn't find anything really negative about this. It's all carbon fiber here, so it runs. It's very rigid. Again, quick system here. Just disconnects like a tent pole. We're all familiar with that. Folds in on itself. Super small. Again, lightweight, less than 6 ounces. Worth it, guys. Definitely go check out Kestrel Glassing Systems. Again, I'll leave the link down below. Use code RedBeard10 to save some money and upgrade your glassing system, guys. It's always something that we're looking to do so that we can be able to glass up those big bucks or elk or antelope, whatever it is that you're going after, turkeys. You want to have a good glassing system, good binoculars, good spotting scope, and something to hold your binoculars. So go check out Kestrel Glassing System. If you have any questions, guys, leave a comment down below. Send me a message if you're listening to this on the podcast side of things. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. If you're on podcast, follow. Whatever the terminology is where you're hearing this. I don't really have anything else to say. There's nothing negative that I could find about this, guys. Great system. Go check them out. Leave a comment with any questions. Outside of that, guys, hope you have an amazing rest of your week. Starting the week off great with this gear review. And, of course, get out, live your life, and love it.